Once upon a time, in a shimmering forest filled with towering trees and sparkling streams, lived a little fairy named Lily. Lily was known far and wide for her beautiful flower garden. Each flower radiated with colors more vibrant than the rainbow, and their sweet scent could be smelled from miles away. Every morning as the sun peeked over the horizon, Lily fluttered out of her tiny house made of acorns and leaves to tend to her garden. She sang songs that made the flowers dance and sprinkle magical fairy dust that made them grow quicker and healthier. One sunny day, while Lily was watering her flowers with dewdrops collected in a walnut shell, she noticed a sad, wilted flower at the edge of her garden. This flower was unlike any other. Its petals were dull, and it drooped as if it were crying. Curious and concerned, Lily flew over to the flower. "Why are you so sad, little one?" she asked softly. The flower slowly lifted its head and in a soft whisper said, "I don't know how to bloom like the others. I feel so different and alone." Lily's heart ached for the lonely flower. She thought for a moment and said, "Every flower in this garden is unique and special in its own way. You may not bloom like the others, but that doesn't mean you aren't beautiful." Determined to help, Lily sprinkled her most powerful fairy dust on the flower. Then she sang the sweetest song to it, hoping to see a change. The flower's petals began to shimmer, and with each note of Lily's song, it grew stronger and more vibrant. Suddenly, with a burst of dazzling light, the flower bloomed into the most magnificent blossom Lily had ever seen. Its petals were a soft pink with golden edges, and it radiated a gentle glow. "Thank you, Lily," the blossom said, now standing tall and proud. "I just needed someone to believe in me." From that day on, the once sad flower became the star of Lily's garden, admired by all who visited. And Lily, with her kind heart and magical touch, continued to make her garden a place where every flower could bloom in its own special way. In a quiet village surrounded by lush forests, there lived a curious little fox named Felix. Felix had the shiniest red fur and the brightest amber eyes. He was always eager to explore and discover new things. One sunny morning, while digging near an old oak tree, Felix unearthed a sparkling blue stone. It was the most beautiful thing he had ever seen. Felix decided to take it to his wise friend, Elder Owl, who lived in the tallest tree by the river. Elder Owl had lived for many years and knew many ancient tales. Felix rushed to Elder Owl's tree, holding the stone tightly in his paws. Elder Owl examined the stone with great curiosity. "Ah, this is the magical moonstone," he said. "It is said to have the power to grant one wish every full moon." Felix's eyes widened with excitement. He began to dream of all the wonderful wishes he could make. When the night of the full moon arrived, Felix took the stone to the top of the hill where the moon shone the brightest. He closed his eyes tightly and wished with all his heart for the forest to be filled with flowers of all colors. As soon as he opened his eyes, the forest began to transform. Blossoms of every hue burst forth from the ground, and the air was filled with their sweet fragrance. The villagers awoke to a wondrous sight the next morning. The forest was now a paradise of vibrant flowers, and all the animals rejoiced. Felix's kind wish had brought happiness to everyone. From that day on, every full moon, Felix would make a new wish with the magical moonstone, always for the good of the forest and its inhabitants. And so, Felix the fox became the guardian of the magical moonstone. Known for his selflessness and the beauty he brought to their little corner of the world. And whenever the night was clear and the moon full, you could see Felix on the hilltop, with his eyes closed in hope, dreaming of making the world a better place, one wish at a time. In a small northern village covered in a thick blanket of snow, there lived a young fox named Finn. He had bright orange fur and curious eyes that always seemed to twinkle with mischief. Finn loved exploring the forest and making friends with other animals. But there was one thing he had never seen: the mysterious and magical aurora borealis, also known as the Northern Lights. Finn's best friend, Mia the owl, told him tales of how the nights would come alive with shimmering colors dancing across the sky. "They're like floating ribbons of light, Finn," Mia said, her eyes wide with wonder. "Some say it's magic." Finn was determined to see the aurora borealis for himself. One chilly evening, Finn and Mia set out on an adventure to find a perfect spot to watch the northern lights. They walked and flew for hours, navigating through snow-covered paths and tall, whispering trees. The night was cold, but the air was fresh and filled with the scent of pine. Eventually, they reached the top of a hill that overlooked the village and the vast forest beyond. The sky was dark, and millions of stars twinkled like tiny diamonds. Finn felt the excitement bubbling up inside him. Then it happened. A soft glow appeared on the horizon and slowly, the sky began to light up with vibrant colors. Greens, blues, and pinks swirled together like a magical painting. Finn's mouth dropped open in awe. "It's more beautiful than I ever imagined," he exclaimed. Mia hooted softly, equally mesmerized. As they watched, the colors grew brighter and danced gracefully across the sky. It was as if the heavens themselves were putting on a spectacular performance just for them. Finn felt a deep sense of joy and wonder. The night felt alive with possibilities, and he knew that he was witnessing something truly magical. The two friends stayed on the hill for hours, watching until the aurora borealis slowly faded away, and the sky returned to its deep, dark blue. As they made their way back to the village, Finn's heart was full. He realized that sometimes the most magical things in life are worth the wait and the journey. And he knew that he would always cherish the memory of this enchanted night, when he finally saw the magic of the aurora borealis. Once upon a time, in a land of emerald forests and sapphire skies, there was a small girl named Lily. Lily lived in a quaint village near a towering mountain range. Every night, she dreamed of magical places far beyond her village, where the flowers sang and rivers whispered stories of old. One day, an ancient book appeared on her doorstep. It spoke of a place called the Hidden Valley of Dreams. This valley was said to be the source of all dreams, a place where wishes came to life, and every child's imagination ran wild with colors and wonder. Fueled by curiosity and a heart full of hope, Lily decided to find this mystical valley. With a small satchel filled with provisions and her beloved teddy bear, she ventured into the forest. As she walked through the dappled sunlight, she met a wise old owl named Oliver. Oliver had feathers as white as snow and eyes that sparkled with wisdom. "Where are you off to, little one?" he hooted. "I'm looking for the Hidden Valley of Dreams," Lily replied bravely. "Ah, the Valley of Dreams," said Oliver. "It's a journey only the pure of heart can make. Follow the trails of stardust and listen to the whispers of the trees." Thanking him, Lily continued her journey. As dusk fell, she found a trail shimmering with stardust. The trees around her began to whisper tales of ancient times, guiding her steps. Along the way, she encountered a mischievous rabbit named Tweak, who was always eager for adventure. He decided to join Lily, promising to show her the secret paths known only to the forest creatures. Together, they faced challenges and solved puzzles, their friendship growing stronger with each step. They crossed crystal-clear rivers that sang lullabies and climbed hills that glowed with an ethereal light. Finally, after what felt like an endless adventure, they arrived at a hidden grotto. Inside was the Hidden Valley of Dreams, more breathtaking than anything Lily had ever imagined. Flowers danced in the breeze, and the sky shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow. Here, dreams took form and floated like delicate bubbles, waiting for a heart pure enough to catch them. With Tweak by her side, Lily gently caught a dream bubble. As it touched her hand, it burst into a flurry of golden sparkles, surrounding her with warmth and joy. Lily realized that her journey had not just been about finding the valley, but also discovering the strength and courage within herself. With a heart brimming with happiness, she knew it was time to return home. She thanked the valley for its gifts and bid farewell to her new friend Tweak. As she made her way back to her village, she promised to share the wonders of the Hidden Valley of Dreams with everyone she met, reminding them that sometimes, the greatest adventures start with a single brave step beyond the familiar.